name is Paige and I'm 26 years old. I'm a married woman and a clothing designer. Right now I'm living with my husband, our daughter Panami, who's in preschool, and my cousin Sana. Sana is a very beautiful woman with great style, and because my job requires me to own a lot of clothes, I often give some of it away to her. And just the other day, this happened. Hey, sorry to interrupt you while you're cleaning, but this is a one-piece dress that I got from a friend the other day, and I was wondering if you'd like to have it. I don't really like to wear these kinds of clothes because they're difficult to move around in. Wait a minute. Are you being for real right now? That dress looks really expensive though. Are you sure you want to give it to me? You could sell it for a fortune, you know? It's fine. I'd rather give it to you than sell it, so please take it. Wow, thank you so much, Paige. This dress looks amazing. I'm gonna wear it next weekend when I go out with my friends. And a week later, Sana actually wore the dress I gave her when she left the house to go out and hang with her friends. I'm glad she likes the dress. And just like that, I've been living a peaceful and fulfilling life with my family. When one day, a woman came into my life and ruined everything that I worked so hard to get. When Sana got back from hanging out with her friends that day, she came straight to my room and told me this. Hey, there was a woman standing right outside our gate and she came up to me and tried to talk to me. She was wearing really extravagant clothes and I don't really know what she wanted from me. Huh? A woman wearing extravagant clothes? That's right. Her earrings were massive and they almost looked like fossils. I think she just moved into the penthouse that's a tall apartment building right next to our house. She told me that she came here because she wanted to thank me for giving her husband a promotion. I tried telling her that she had the wrong person, but she wouldn't listen to me. She just kept on talking and wouldn't stop, so I had no choice but to run away from her. Interesting. Sounds like this person mistook Sana for me. And my husband is a CEO of a very large firm, so I think her husband might be one of his subordinates. And a few days later, Panami and I made our way to the apartment building that's right next to our house. There's a room in there that I use for work. It was a Sunday that day, but my husband was at the office and I didn't want to leave Panami by herself at home, so I decided to bring her along with me. But when I walked into the lobby, I noticed a few women standing around, talking to each other. They all had their children by their side. After greeting them, I headed over to my office, which was on the first floor. But before I could get there, someone yelled out, "Wait!" Huh? One of the women that were standing in the lobby stopped me before I could get to my office. After taking a good look at her, I noticed that she was wearing extravagant clothing and had a huge pair of earrings that looked like fossils on her ear. Wait, this is the woman Sana was talking about the other day? I didn't think I'd run into her here. And that woman then said this to me. Hey you! Do you know who I am? What? My name is Hoka, and my husband is the branch manager of the Panikore Group. You've heard of them before, right? They're the largest company in this city, and we've just moved into this apartment together with our son. We live in the penthouse on the uppermost floor of this building. But anyway, now that you know who I am, you have to greet me properly. Okay. So she's one of those people, huh? I don't care their husband is a branch manager with the Panikore Group. My husband is the CEO of that company. But I didn't want to piss her off even further, so I decided to keep this information to myself. I see that you have your daughter with you. Is she still in preschool? Chances are my son and your daughter go to the same preschool together. And from now on, all of the moms that send their kids to that preschool will report to me. Got it? I mean, it makes sense, right? I'm the richest and most distinguished woman in this neighborhood, so it only makes sense that you all obey my orders. I mean, if you need proof, just look at where I live. Oh god, this woman is making me sick already. She thinks she's better than everyone because her husband makes a lot of money? I don't get why she's so proud of her status either. It's really not that impressive, you know? There it is! She thinks that she has the right to boss people around because she lives on a higher floor than everyone. We were so shocked by Hoka's behavior that we didn't know what to say. We took a quick glance at the faces of the other mobs that were in the lobby, and they all had the same expression as me. I could tell that they were already tired of having to deal with Hoka. I bet they want to slap her in the face and tell her to stop bossing them around, but that's easier said than done. They don't want to piss her off because they're afraid that things are going to get even messier than it is already. Wait a minute. Does your daughter actually go to the same preschool as my son? I've never seen you around actually before. That's because Panami goes to a private preschool. We drive there every day. That's why we don't recognize anyone here. Oh, yeah, and I only started using my office in this building a few weeks ago, so it makes sense that Hulk has never seen this before. But why do I have to tell her where my daughter goes to school? That shouldn't be any of her business. But when I was trying to decide what to say, she told me this. Why aren't you answering my questions? I bet you don't have any friends around here. Well, I've got news for you. Congratulations, this is your lucky day. I'll be your first friend in this city. But anyway, what floor are you living on? What the hell? I don't want to be your friend though. God, I'm tired of having to deal with this woman. I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry, but I have to go now. See you guys later. And so Panami walked over to my office that's located on the first floor. But when I stopped in front of the door to grab my keys, this woman stopped me again. Wait a minute, are those people living on the first floor? Oh, that's hilarious. So they're poor, huh? That makes sense. What did you just say? I was wondering why she was dressed like that. I guess they can't afford to buy any brand new clothes. And I know why I haven't seen her daughter at my son's preschool now. She doesn't have money to send her daughter to preschool. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. That bastard, I'm gonna put her in her place.
Mom, calm down. You can't take those kinds of people seriously. You should just ignore her.
You're right. I'm sorry, Panami. I almost lost my cool there. Why the hell is she criticizing me for renting out a room on the first floor? Where I put my office is none of your business. But anyway, I don't want to see that woman ever again. She makes me sick to my stomach. But a week later, when I went to the same apartment building by myself, I ran into Hoka again. Oh, it's you again. God, you've got to be kidding me. Why am I always so unlucky? I didn't want to ignore her though, so I said this, hello, and tried to walk away. But that didn't work because Hoka followed me to my office and said, hold on, wait, I'm not done talking to you. What the hell does she want with me? Hey, what does your husband do for work? Huh? That's none of your business. Just leave me alone, you bitch. I tried my best to shut her out and ignore her, but that didn't work. She kept on following me and eventually said this to me. Wait a minute. Do you not have a husband? Is that why you're this poor? Oh wait, I know. Your husband cheated on you, so you had to get a divorce with him. He compensated you for the divorce and you used that money to buy this room on the first floor. Am I right? She's like a pest. She won't go away. I got so irritated that I turned to her and said this. What is wrong with you? Why do you keep acting like I'm poor? Can you please stop bothering me? And I guess Hoka didn't like the fact that I was standing up for myself because her face immediately turned red and she said this to me. You're kidding me, right? You're the one being rude to me. I was offering to be your friend because it seemed like you didn't have any and... Well, thank you for the offer, but you don't need to do that for me. I'm not interested in becoming friends with you. Now, goodbye. What? Hey! I then went inside my office and slammed the door in her face. I told her that I didn't want anything to do with her, so hopefully that does the trick. And a week later, I went to the mall with Sana and my daughter to purchase some clothes. And while Sana was in the restroom, Panami and I were looking at swimsuits together. But that's when... Oh, hello, what a strange coincidence. No way, there she is again! That's right, it was Hoka again. Why is she approaching me? I told her that I didn't want to be your friend already. You're poor, aren't you? Can you really afford to buy a swimsuit? Oh, look, this one's on sale. This is perfect for you. Well, it looks a bit worn out, but I bet it'll look perfect on you guys. What? Hoka pointed at us and laughed in our faces. She then grabbed the discounted swimsuit and held it up against Panami's body. Panami didn't really like that, and after hiding behind my back, she said this to me.
Hey, are you friends with this beast?
No, I'm not. I already told her that I want nothing to do with her. It seems like Panami doesn't really like Hoka either. Oh, wait! I'm actually going to the beach with some of my friends soon. My husband is going to drive us there in his expensive sports car. Would you like to join us? I bet you're dying to see what a Ferrari looks like in person. You're just saying this to brag about your husband's car to us. No, thank you. As I said already, I want nothing to do with you anymore, so please leave us alone. I knew you were going to say that. I mean, you're poor, so you can't afford to come to the beach with us. That's just sad. Oh my god, I'm this close to completely losing it right now. I told Sana to come to the swimsuit section of the mall when she was done using the restroom, but I don't want to be here anymore. I'm gonna walk away for now, but I'll call Sana later and tell her where we are. As I was about to walk out of the store when Panami said this to Hoka. And what she said was so shocking that Hoka's face immediately turned pale. I get to go to the beach with my family every summer, but I bet you've never even seen the ocean before. It's really sad how unfair life can be sometimes. Don't you guys agree?
You're a sad person, you know. I can't believe you're trying to brag about how rich you are when you're not even the one bringing in the money. And besides, we would never want to go to the beach with someone like you. I'd rather never go to the beach again than go into the ocean with you.
What did you just say?
Oh, and I've only gone to private beaches before, so we're not even on the same level.
What? Did you just say you've only gone to private beaches? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke? Do you even know what that word means?
Ma'am!
That's when this man came rushing over to me and bowed his head. Huh? Honey, do you know these people? Oh, so this is Hoka's husband, huh?
I'm back. Sorry for making you guys wait.
Sana came back from the restroom, but that's when... Oh, fancy seeing you here, ma'am. It's nice to see you again.
Huh? Wait a minute, you're that woman from before, aren't you?
That's right, and wow, you look as stunning as always.
You know that you've got the wrong person, right?
What are you here to purchase, man? Wait, should I kick these peasant bastards out of the store for you? I don't want you to lay your eyes on these people. They're not worthy of your time or attention. After saying that, Hoka flicked her wrist as if to swat us away. But that's when her husband said this to her.
What the hell are you talking about? This isn't my boss's wife, you know? She is!
Hoka's husband pointed at me and told his wife the truth. Wait, what? Hoka started freaking out. Wait a minute, so you do know what a private beach is, then?
Yes, I do. That's what I've been trying to tell you this entire time. I guess we're finally on the same page then. You're not very bright, are you? You can't talk to us like this, you know? I feel like telling on you now.
Wait, hold on.
Hey, Sana, could you pull out your phone and record our conversation?
Sure thing, ma'am. Wait, did you just call her ma'am? But she's still 5 or something, right? And this woman doesn't look like she's a CEO's wife. She's old clothes on and nothing is making sense right now. Hoka looked back and forth at Sana and me. But that's when Sana told Hoka this.
I'm Paige's cousin. I lost my job because of the pandemic, and now I'm working as her personal butler. Paige is a very talented clothing designer, and she's very famous in her field. She always gives me the clothes that she designs. But anyway, did you just call Paige and Panami poor? You do know that I used to be a member of the Yakuza, right? I could beat you up right now if I wanted to.
Wait, what? You were part of the Yakuza? After giggling for a bit, I revealed the truth to Hoka. I couldn't be bothered to tell you the truth, but now that the secret's out, I guess I should explain everything to you. My husband is the CEO of the Panikore Group, and my daughter goes to a private preschool. The room I'm renting in your apartment building is my office. That's not where I live. Wait, so you're telling me that I've been wrong about you this entire time? Hoka started sweating from every pore on her face. At the same time, her face turned pale from shock. But that's when... I am so sorry! Hoka got down on the ground to apologize to us, but Panami wasn't willing to forgive her and told her this.
You think sorry's gonna cut it? Well, newsflash, it's not. Life's not that easy, alright? But anyway, we should head out, guys.
Wait, hold on, please. You have to forgive me! Panami walked out of the store and Sana and I quickly followed behind her. When I took a quick look at what was going on behind me, I saw Hoka being harshly scolded by her husband. And that night... But please, you have to forgive me! Hoka came to our front gate and started begging us for mercy. My husband kicked me out of the house. He's filing for divorce as well. He told me that he was sick and tired of me and I don't know where to go anymore. He told me that he didn't want to be seen around me anymore because I keep on embarrassing him all the time. Please, ma'am, please tell him to reconsider. Tell him that you've forgiven me and that you should give me another chance. You have to help me. That's when Panami walked over to me and said this.
How pathetic are you? You need to learn to take responsibility for your actions, you know? You made a mistake, and now you have to pay for it.
And after being scolded by a 7-year-old, Hoka fell to her knees and cried in front of our door for a couple of minutes. And a few days later, Hoka's divorce was finalized. Apparently, Hoka's husband had been thinking about getting a divorce with her for a while now. His son had been getting bullied at his preschool because of her, and I guess that's what sealed the deal for him. He ended up with custody over his son, and because Hoka isn't on good terms with her friends or family members, she has no one to turn to now. I heard that she's living in a tent that she set up in a nearby park. She tried looking for a job, but because she's never worked a day in her life, she decided that it was pointless for her to start working now. And instead of getting a paycheck every month, she's making ends meet by borrowing money from various loan sharks. But because those banking institutions are run by the Yakuza, she's now being chased down by scary men every day. I wonder what they'll do to her when they actually catch her. God, I'm getting chills down my spine just thinking about it. But in any case, there's no way she's gonna be able to come back out into the real world now. Meanwhile, I've been living a peaceful and fulfilling life with my 3 family members. Business is doing well. And now that I don't have to worry about Hoka bothering me everywhere I go, I can live a stress-free life again. Oh yeah, we invited a couple of my husband's co-workers over for dinner the other day, but...
Ma'am, I am so sorry for what my ex-wife said to you.
Oh, you don't have to apologize, sir. It's not your fault. And besides, you were one of her victims as well, right?
Well, that is true, but oh yeah! And I have to apologize to you too, Miss Panimi. I'm very sorry you had to go through that.
It's alright. I'm sorry I yelled at your ex-wife as well. But I just couldn't help myself. I didn't want to let her walk all over me, you know?
But I was very impressed by you, Panami. You showed her who's boss, and that made me feel really good. Thanks for standing up for us, Panami.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!